This is your one and only FireSpark81 with your daily dose of video goodness, and today we are going to cover some more amazing tips and tricks for V Rising Gloomrot update. Let's get to it. So the first tip I have for you comes for a little quality of life thing in building mode. When you are in building mode, you have different options for different colors for a lot of items, and you can see this down at the bottom when you select the item. It gives you a little pop-up above it showing you the different colors you can select to make that item. But if you don't have that specific thing up, you can change the color of an item just by highlighting over it and holding down the control key. This will bring up a little radial pop-up that gives you all of the color options for said item, allowing you to quickly and easily change the color of multiple items in your castle without having to go through a bunch of nonsense. This is super handy for doing things like quickly changing the color of all the lighting in your castle or all of your drape colors. And I know some of you are going to point out that when you are in the build menu and you don't have anything selected, it does tell you to hit Control to see variations, but I wanted to point this out because that may not be clear for some people. I know it wasn't immediately for me. And this next tip will help ease all of that grinding you're going to have to do in order to build the perfect castle. When it comes to gathering resources, the bear form is your ultimate resource gathering mode. Not only can you gather resources from multiple nodes at one time using the smash, and you have the ability to gather resources from large nodes, you also gather more resources in bear form than you do in normal form, with one exception. And we'll talk about that here in a second. Few key things to keep in mind here though: the amount of resources you gather from a thing depends on what item you have equipped when you are in bear form, just like when you are in normal form. However, the bear form will gain more resources from a node than just using an item. You can see here in this example, when I hit a tree with an iron axe, I gain 32 wood. When I transform into bear form and keep that iron axe equipped, I gain 42 wood. Now note that the weapon you have equipped does matter for the resource node. You can see here in this example, I gain 25 wood when hitting this tree with a mace, and when I go into bear form, I hit it for 29. However, when I swap to the axe, I hit it for 38 in bear form. Now, the only exception to this that I have found, and I'm assuming this is a bug, is the great swords when it comes to gathering wood. For some reason, the great swords gather more wood just by hitting the tree with the normal great sword than you will gather in bear form, even with a great sword equipped. So if you have the ability to make a great sword right now, you want to use a greatsword to harvest trees. Like I said, I think this is a bug, so it's probably going to get fixed in the future, and bear mode will be the way to go for everything. For any other type of node, mainly all of the different stone type nodes and metal nodes, because bears can't harvest any of the plant fiber, you want to use the bear. You're going to harvest more and much quicker. So the next thing I'm going to teach you how to do is delete stairs. So you have a set of stairs and you don't like where they're at and you want to move them, and you have already built your second floor. Once you have built your second floor, in order to remove a set of stairs, you need to make a second set of stairs. So here I have placed my second set of stairs, allowing me to go to the top. Now I should be able to delete my other set of stairs. However, I can't. That is because they are next to a wall. So I now need to delete all walls and all pillars that are touching the stairs, and then it will allow me to delete the stairs, and then I can go back in and place my walls and my floor back. Now, if you do not have your stairs touching any other walls, moving your stairs is as simple as placing your new set of stairs first, and then you can just go through and delete your old set of stairs. It's as easy as that. You can now capture werewolves and farm infinite creature blood. One of the easiest ways to do this is go to the werewolf village seen here on the map during the daytime, when all of the little guys up here are actual people and not werewolves. They will fight against you, but they are much easier to deal with earlier game if you want to come up here and try to get creature blood early than dealing with the werewolves. Once you have one subdued, you can easily use a dust collar to transport it back to your base. Then once nighttime rolls around, it will turn into a werewolf and you can harvest creature blood from it. This is really cool because it essentially gives you access to 2 types of blood from one creature. So if you manage to find a level 100, you will have a level 100 worker during the day you can harvest 100 worker blood from, and then at nighttime you will have 100 creature blood that you can harvest 100 creature blood from. You can right-click jewels in your inventory to instantly equip them. This is really handy, for example, if you have a specific jewel that is better for a boss fight than maybe fighting normal creatures, or if you're fighting in PvP, maybe you have one that's better for a PvP encounter than it is for a PvE encounter. And this saves you a ton of time, so you don't have to hit J, go into your spells, go through the list, all of that. You can simply just right click and swap them out. The next tip I have for you is if you are having problems fighting a boss, try skeleton spam. So depending on where you're at in the game, you may have different spells available. Ward of the Damned is super handy, as well as Corrupted Skull and or Death Knight. All of these should get you some skeletons into the battle relatively quick, depending on what jewels you have equipped. It's even better if you can get some skeletal mages in that mix as well. The reason this works so well, even for bosses who will just ignore the skeletons, is because this takes pressure off of you to try to damage the enemy. You can focus on just kind of keeping some skeletons in the battle, which is pretty easy to do, and dodging the enemy attacks, while your skeletons will lay down continuous amounts of damage. I found this tactic super helpful for almost every boss I have fought in the game, except for Adam. Adam is an absolute disaster of a boss to fight. He doesn't care about your skeletons and he nukes them almost instantly. That is going to wrap it up for this one. If you found this video helpful or informational, please consider hitting the subscribe button and notification bell so you can be notified when I upload other videos. And if you're looking for some more V Rising content, you can find a link to another one of my videos on the screen right now. I want to give an absolute massive shout out and thank you to all of my channel supporters for helping to keep these videos sponsor free. You all are absolutely amazing people. If you would like to become an official channel supporter, check out the links in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and share your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.